Hey, if you're watching this video, that means you want 3 tips on how to prepare for this next upcoming recession. Now, my name is Jonathan, I'm the founder of Driving Academy, and I have seen a few recessions in the past, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I was able to prepare myself, so then I was able to make sure that every recession was a good positive direction for me and my family versus being something negative. I heard one of my mentors say recently, never waste a good recession, because that is the time that you can actually take your position to where you are currently to take you really to the next level and be successful even in the craziest times of the economic life that most people are going to experience. Most people, on the other hand, have a whole different mindset behind this, but now let's give you some insight on 3 different simple tips that you can actually know and do in order to pass through this recession without any issues and get yourself to the next level. The first step is going to be you have to inform yourself. 1, you have to believe that a recession is coming. But when you're doing research, there's a bunch of stuff out there. There's everything from, oh my God, the world's going to end, we're going to go into civil war, to, well, this is all fake news and nothing's going to happen. Most of the time, the reality is someplace in between. And the main thing when it comes to this first step of knowing what's happening and getting information is you have to really check your sources, and you have to do one thing, and that is understand how things really are. Don't make things worse than they are. Don't make things better than they are. It sounds kind of simple, but we get stuck in our heads all the time about this stuff. And if we really truly understand, hey, what's going to be happening here? How is this going to affect myself? How is this going to affect my family? Then you can make that decision. But if you don't have the proper information, or if you just kind of take things day by day, then there's no way for you to happen anything. So step number 2 is going to be you have to create a plan. So in that case, if you truly believe that there is a recession coming within the next 6 to 24 months, and that means that if you're like the most smartest people in the room itself, those are the people who are actually actively looking at the marketplace and making changes happen. One of the biggest and high-tech companies out there is going to be your Facebooks, your Googles, and all that stuff of the world. So after pulling that information up, there's a bunch of people who are actually currently doing layoffs currently. And we're not technically in the depth of any recession, but this is a good starting point to really get some information building up in that first phase, right? So if I'm looking at this, looks like companies like Snapchat have already reduced they're going to be doing 20% layoffs, Intel 20% layoffs, Robinhood 23% layoffs, Cameo 25% layoffs, Twitter 50% layoffs. Twitter is kind of like the wild card because it might be because of the new owner, or maybe because of the actual thing that's happening. But even companies like Stripe, Lyft, Shopify, Meta, Apple, Amazon, they're all doing layoffs or hiring freezes depending on when you're watching this. Which means that after I gathered the information that I needed from my mentors and from very, very smart individuals and very big companies that know what's happening and know what's coming, I have come to the conclusion where a recession is coming. Now, what does that mean for us? Does that mean everything's going to go to shit? I don't think so. Step number 2 is going to be prepare. Okay, so now that we understand what's going on, what are we actually going to do to help us out? So layoffs is one of the things in a recession. Those are all people who are super qualified, super smart, and working for those big companies. They're not laying off the top percentage of their people yet, but they are laying off kind of a widespread around, which means the average to below average individuals are going to be the ones that are going to feel this stuff first. Or maybe the potentially overpaid individuals are going to feel this as well. So one thing that you might want to start preparing is, okay, if my company's not doing layoffs yet, there is a chance where they will do layoffs. So now you have to think, okay, if worst case scenario, a layoff does happen and I no longer have a job and I can't support myself or my family, what kind of industries can I jump into where I am going to be super secure and ready to rock and roll no matter what happens? And one of the cool things that we do here is that we help people get a CDL license. So we help people get into the truck driving industry, which is one industry that gets affected the least in any type of recession because it's so essential with everything that we do here. So when it comes to truck drivers, it's very, very rare that a truck driver will ever get laid off simply because of the extreme shortage that we currently have now. In this country, we currently have about 150,000 driver shortage, which means the country would have to take a huge dip in demand in order for that many jobs to have been lost overnight. Which means that even when companies are downsizing or or creating shortages or layoffs, there is actually a whole bunch of room to grow in the trucking industry. Now you might be thinking, well, John, how much do truck drivers actually make? Well, it comes to surprise you, an average truck driver makes about $75,000 per year. Coming out of school, it's very easy to make $50,000 to $60,000 a year, but once you have 1, 2, 3 years experience, $75,000 is the average. But many of our students actually wind up with a lot more money than that, as long as they keep their license nice and clean. So if I was you in that kind of position, my step 2 when it comes to being prepared would be, okay, what kind of industry can be successful in no matter what happens with the economy? Truck driving is one of them, and that's what we recommend since we're a truck driving school. We are the best truck driving school in the whole country, where we can actually guarantee that you walk with your CDL license. And how that works is we're going to give you over 100 hours of training plus unlimited attempts at the road test itself, which means you're going to keep going for the test until you pass at no extra cost to you. So that's the super cool thing about, hey, if you're going to be investing money into yourself to get yourself a skill set to get you to the next level, why not be guaranteed to walk away with that skill set? Pretty simple stuff, right? All right, let's take a break from this video. I have a quick question for you. I want you to comment below to see what your answer is. Do you actually think a recession is happening? Is it? If yes, put yes down there. If no, put no. And if yes, when is it going to be happening and how bad is it actually going to be? And hopefully you watch the rest of this video and we'll show you how to make sure it is super successful for you and you're able to get out on top. Can't wait to read your comments. Thanks. So step 2, prepare, come up with a plan. So you're going to make sure that you're coming up with a plan, and maybe it's truck driving industry, maybe you search a different industry that you like as well. But if you want to be secure for yourself and your family, it's time to start preparing now. Now, step number 3 is going to be execute. So now you came up with a plan. In this example, we're going to become truck drivers because we know that if we become truck drivers, we're able to secure the futures for ourselves and for our families, no matter what happens in the economy, because truck drivers always what? They always get paid. So now it's time to execute. So in order to execute to become a CDL truck driver, you have to come to the best truck driving school in the whole country. The best thing to do there is to give our team a call at 908-525-3609 or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com. All there, you're going to get all the information that you need about what it takes to get a CDL license. I can kind of break it down for you fairly simple. First step is you're going to have to pass a few different written tests to get yourself a CDL permit. Second step is you're going to have to pass a 2.5 hour long road test to get your actual license. Like I talked about before, our guaranteed courses are going to walk you through that entire process from start to finish, and we're going to guarantee that you'll get a CDL license by giving you unlimited attempts at the test itself. Now, most people are going to come up to me and say, well, I don't have the time and I don't have the money. Well, currently, when it comes to the time, we're open up 7 days a week. So that means you can fit around your schedule any which way that you need. The first classroom portion of the training, we offer online training. So you can do that literally 24 hours a day whenever you want as you log into your student portal. The hands-on yard and road training, that has to be done in our training yard. We have locations around the country and we're franchising, so we're actually growing into multiple locations. So depending on when you see this, you can just check out our website to see the location near you. That being said, when it comes to the actual physical location, you will have to come on in. But like I said, we're open up 7 days a week and you get to pick the schedule that fits around your needs. We have students who come in super part-time, where they only come in 1 day per week. We have students who come in 2, 3, or 4 times per week as well. It all depends on which option and how fast you want to go through the process. Now, if money is an issue for you, you have to sign up this year. That's right, 2022, because come 2023, our prices are going to be increasing. We've had so much increase in our expenses this year when it came to labor, fuel costs, and so many other things. We kept the price the same to try to be as fair as possible. But that being said, we have to start increasing our prices to match up with the increase in the expenses that we did get this year itself. So if money is an issue, sign up, lock yourself into the 2022 pricing. You're going to be sorry if you don't. And the cool thing is you don't have to come up with the full money up front. All you need is $500 down to get started, and then we can work out a payment plan for the rest. So we make it super, super affordable. Payment plans, no credit checks, nothing like that, 0 interest. We'll make sure that you can afford it when it comes to the actual payment plans itself. So those are the 3 steps on how to prepare yourself for any recession that's coming, especially this upcoming recession. Step number 1, inform yourself. Make sure you don't make things worse than they are. Make sure you don't make things better than they are. See it for how they truly are. I just gave you those examples of the smartest companies in the world starting to reduce their workforce. Step number 2 is going to be make sure you create a plan and prepare yourself. So if you're afraid of losing your job like thousands and thousands of people have already, and potentially millions are going to in the future, you want to start getting yourself into a position that's going to be secure for you and your family. So one of the ways that you can prepare is start doing research on how to get a CDL license and become a CDL truck driver, because you can make a good amount of income for yourself in a fairly easy, low stress job, low stress environment, and we can get that whole process started now. Don't wait till you get laid off, because that might be a little bit too late. And then step number 3 is actually execute. So the only thing you have to do now is give our team a call at 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com, and then we can actually see exactly what the different options are going to be like for you specifically. So one more time, give our team a call, 908-525-3609. Thanks, and I hope that this recession is going to be amazing for you and for your family, because if you follow the directions that are in this video, that means we are going to make sure that by the time this thing is underway, you're going to be in a new career, making more money than anybody else around you. So one more time, give our team a call, 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.